Alright, it is time for day 6 of War Machine Maya. So, we cleared 2 DLCs, we have gotten funny melee damage, and we have even more here. Our Scorn is insane, so we're gonna take advantage of the fact that Scorn basically one-taps everything we encounter, and we're gonna try to push a couple more DLCs today. I have to imagine still, once again, that this setup is probably gonna get nerfed. So if you want to try the mod right now, description, super fun, probably will get nerfed though, so like just a heads up on that. And yeah, let's start DLC. I think we're going to do Torgue first, and then we'll do Hammerlock second, mainly just because Veracitus is more fun to fight. And by more fun, I mean it's going to be more fun because we get to watch the most painful boy just get deleted. So yeah, let's just get started. Yeah, Thoughtlock still feels really strong, and I do like that we don't even have to think about it while we're doing our actual melee build. And then on top of that, we do still get Scorn every once in a while to just veto a single enemy. And yeah, it's a little too OP, but it does feel good right now. Alright, non-raid Pete. So the phase lock does about that much. Scorn does that much. Okay, you know what? That didn't like one-tap him. Very surprising. That gives you so much height. Oh my goodness, okay, yeah, no, I went from down there to up here. This is neat. Alright, so a trick for the death race real quick. If you spawn a car and then immediately just leave, that timer on the side starts. I'd say this every time, but it's just such a nice little trick. And if you ever want to do like the tier 3 and you find it upsetting, this is the best way to do it. And of course use like the afterburner, like the extra boost and the extra boost speed and stuff. So yeah, that's just a way to do this better. Alright, Scornball versus Motor Mama. Will it do the thing? Not quite. Okay. Oh, don't run me over, please. Okay. Melee. Always just melee. Alright, Pistons blimp. Yeah. To quote the wise Jeremy, Scorn. Okay, now this is the fight I'm curious about, because usually BA Rex, no matter what you're doing or who you are, is just like the worst fight. So hopefully Scorn will deal a lot of damage. Hopefully it doesn't just reflect and hit me in the face. That would really suck, and I hope it doesn't have that property. But I guess we'll find out. Alright, I'm running away immediately, you know, like just in case. The phase lock didn't move. The Scorn, we're gonna be here a minute. Okay, just needed to know. Oh. Okay, I think we got enough stacks. So we have about 1,100 and something stacks of this, which gives us over 5,500% more health, which makes that not exist anymore. Okay. Okay, not bad. I guess we can just poke him from here. And there we go. Okay, cool. So that is Torgue DLC done. We'll check loot, and then we'll go push Pyro Pete. Oh, sweet. We got a new Stormfront. Okay, cool. So that will replace the old one. It's 5 levels higher. That'll let us stack and deal a little bit more damage while we're stacking, so that's kind of fun. And yeah, we've kind of seen everything else. Nothing really is grabbing my interest. We'll just move on. Okay, so we're trying this again. We're gonna get a bunch of stacks going, hopefully, with our Quasars. He's gonna zap our entire health bar away, which that feels really bad. And little chunk. Not too good. We're just gonna go for it. And it worked. Okay, cool. So that is Pete down. That took 3 attempts, and I'll be honest, I don't know why we weren't dealing nearly as much damage with Scorn as normal. But it worked, so it's fine. Okay, we got Big Boom Blaster. Big Boom Blaster is basically the same in this mod. We've got a Hellfire, which is also basically the same. The Slag O negative is the same as well. So most of his drops are pretty much normal. Alright, and it gave us a Grog Nozzle. Okay, cool. So we can hold on to the... I don't know if I'll really use it. I mean, we can... Yeah, we'll just put it like there, I guess. And then we just have it in case we need it. But I think we've been doing okay with our healing overall. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start Hammerlock DLC. Try to get that going, and hopefully be able to fight Vora no problem. There it goes. This is just the damage tick from Blight Phoenix. It is a maxed out skill, and it is an extra 5 out of 5 on top, so it is a 10 out of 5 Blight Phoenix. And it is also being buffed by Iridium Sanction and the Binder. But just the fact that my character's presence can just hurt them that much, that feels really, really strong. It is nice though, but it might be a bit strong. On second thought, it looks like Blight Phoenix can't really do a whole lot to some of the thicker enemies. So it's sort of just convenient for a lot of the smaller guys, it looks like. Alright. So how's this gonna go? Probably have to get rid of the turret. Like that. And then maybe we just poke him. Yeah, he's gone. Alright, cool. Okay, so how hard is this fight going to be? I'm actually kind of curious if Stormfronts can hit those up there. No, but Scorn definitely can. Okay. Alright, yeah, this might not be so bad. Okay, one down. I feel like we did a lot of damage to that second container too, so he'll probably go down pretty quick whenever he comes back. Cool. So yeah, that did work. Just one more. He definitely did take damage in between. Alright. Wow, he's not dead. Wow, he's dead. Also, level 80. We didn't need a single XP farm that whole time. I mean, we did farm tubbies for a while, but we didn't really need an actual like XP dedicated farm. This might be our build for a while, mainly because we don't need to like min-max a build, and realistically we have almost every skill anyway, and funny poke is just good. So yeah, that feels pretty good. Okay. We're kind of getting bodied by Vora because I'm playing poorly. So let's try this again. Throw some Stormfronts out to get some stacks happening. Do a phase lock on someone to get our stacks. Hang out for a second and let it get a little bit higher. And nice. Okay, so now we just need to do that again without getting farmed. Alright. Phase lock and... oh, I'm just going for it. Perfect. Cool. So that took a couple attempts, but we got it. So that honestly does feel pretty good. Of course, he can drop Gen 2 comms because of BL2 Fix, I believe. And then we've got an interfacer, which I'm pretty sure still does interfacer stuff. Yep, that's pretty normal. Nasty Surprise does normal stuff. Pretty much everything else should be pretty normal. The Infection is different. It does Corrosive, Explosive, and Shock at the same time. And it does it in like this little plus sign shape, which is super duper cool. And I think that's pretty much everything from him. So yeah, finally got it. So the Godfall Calm and the Doctress seem to do pretty similar things, and it kind of is confusing me. So the Godfall Calm gives us that extra 500% status effect damage there, and then that paired with a couple other skills makes me think that you would want to get some dots out there. But if we look at the Doctress, it gives +5 to Iridium Sanction, which at max Iridium should give us like, what, the 1,200% more grenade status effect damage? And an extra 600% weapon status effect damage. So I would think that I would want to wear this with my elemental builds, especially looking at some of the other skills. And the only downside is that you do take a little more damage, but you just hold like a Grog and you basically become like Hellborn Krieg a little bit. And so it does feel weird that these two kind of fight to do the same thing to me. It might not be that, but that's kind of what it feels like. And then of course, current state Legendary Binder is just a must, because you can just, well, do stuff to raid bosses you shouldn't be able to. Alright, so for the start of Fight for Sanctuary, what if I did this to get a bunch of stacks going, didn't get any stacks, and then tried to Scorn anyway? He's gone. He's just gone. Okay, we'll wait and do that again. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized we didn't fight one of the raid bosses of the Hammerlock DLC. We 100% need to do that because I have plans. Yeah, let's go ahead and just get this area to the fast travel, and then let's just leave and then go do that and then come back. Okay, so yeah, we did not get ourselves a triple O, but Dexy is here, so we're just going to deal with him. I don't really know exactly what we're going to use. Maybe the Skullmasher will help, but overall our damage against this guy might not be great, since he is all crit spots. Okay, there we go. This fight takes way too long. That's a vanilla problem. That's not on the mod, though. We've got a Tortoise, not really interested. Hammerbuster, not really interested in either. A Slaga, which does have a ×1 pellet count instead of ×3, which is kind of weird. It gave us a Lead Storm, which we haven't seen yet, so that's pretty cool. And then just a Salcom. Okay. So, Lead Storm. That is much sharper and much closer. That might make this a lot harder to use, I'm gonna be honest with you. Interesting. That's a choice. And with that fight done, we have gotten ourselves a chopper. Now, let's think about this for a second. Chopper, lots of pellets, really, really fast. This skill, any damage gives us a stack. So if we pair our chopper with this skill right here, we should be able to get the most insane health pool and then just slap somebody with Scorn. So before we go back to Fight for Sanctuary, let's go test this on Terra just to kind of like see what happens. Wait a second for the boss to spawn, phase lock, and start dumping. Oh, so close. Okay. So not quite. But wow, that was really, really good. But that should be okay, because we can just, you know, do it again. We died, but we take it. Cool. Feels good. Chopper. Come here. I guess I forgot to mention it, but we did not get the Rough Rider in Hammerlock DLC, and I'm fully aware of that. We will get it before doing Peak, though, just to kind of see what our max health pool can look like, and then we will get it once again at OP10 to see what that looks like. You know, just for science. Okay. This game upsets me. I don't even think I can blame it on the mod author, but that Scorn didn't even connect with the boss, which is super inconvenient. But also, I don't think it's mod related. I think that's just like a vanilla Borderlands splash damage problem. Yeah, because that's just not connecting. So that's completely okay though. Alright, so for Cassius, go ahead and put down a couple of these, put the phase lock out, get a couple ticks. Oh right, he counts as friendly. Doesn't matter. We can still Scorn him. So yeah, that is a thing to keep in mind if you are trying to stack on enemies, is if your target is thought locked, they count as a friend, not an enemy. So shooting them doesn't give you stacks. And I forgot that instantly because I'm not very smart. So yeah, you can't stack on them. But he died anyway because he who scored. Alright, we've got an infinity. Sure, why not? And then we also did get an anti-infection, which could be a little bit fun. We might use that. Okay, Hector. We're gonna try to just sink a couple of these directly on him. We're gonna immediately get downed by everything that exists. And we'll just hang out for a second, let that stack up. And it didn't touch him at all. Okay, we might have to figure this out. Alright. He took a chunk this time. That's really good. Okay, cool. We have a chance. Alright, cool. There we go. So that is this DLC pretty much done. I would try to fight Hatterax today, but I have a horrible track record with Hatterax, so I might save that for tomorrow even. And then after that, we will immediately just push into DigiPeak, because I genuinely think, just with the stuff we have now, without any further prep, we could totally get OP levels no problem. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish this, and then that'll pretty much be it. I still need someone to make a mod where you can mass pick up these. They fixed this problem for the base game, whenever you pick up Iridium from Roland, but they won't come back to this DLC and do it. And like, I kind of get it, but it still is kind of annoying. Yeah, we'll go ahead and turn this in, and that will go ahead and do it. So yeah, next time we'll try out Hatterax. We do have a conference call, so there's a good chance it will work out. We might want a bee shield though, so we might stop and grab one of those. But overall, not too bad. If we can get Hatterax down, we can probably throw a Scorn at him, and hopefully it'll deal the proper damage and not just get eaten by the world, pretty much. And then, once again, pushing OP levels, and that'll pretty much be it. And then we'll just build craft, and we'll test some stuff, and then just see what the character's like at endgame. So, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Probably another video tomorrow of basically the exact same thing that I just said. But that'll do it for today. So yeah, day 6.